Hi guys, and welcome. This is a chair yoga class for the core. My name is Michiel. I'm going to guide you through it. It's around 20, 25 minutes probably. And just turn off your phone. Turn off your email settings so don't have anything that can distract you. And then we'll get into this business. So basically what we're going to do today is a couple of core exercises which are being done on the chair. So you can do this standing, but today it's going to be a seated sequence. And we're going to work on the several muscles that make up our core foundation. So it's not only the muscles you use for sit-ups, because if we only would use or practice those core muscles, we could even damage the lower back. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to work on the whole abdominal muscle area. And it is the rectus abdomini, the muscle that you use for sit-ups. We're going to use the transversus, which are the muscles that you use also when you cough, for example. Then the obliques, which are used also for twisting and turning. And they also attach really here on the ribs. So they are also used for breathing. And we have the psoas, for example, a very deep muscle. And it is running, if we start, for example, here, from the inside of our legs, all the way up over our hip bones, and then underneath our organs. And then they attach here on the sides and on the spine. So we're going to try and use all these muscles, but for now, just to get into your body a little bit and start to move in any kind of way. You can make waves here just to relax the muscles of the spine a little bit, to let your body know that you're going to do some more movements. So when you work behind the computer and you're sitting all day, and then you also shorten, for example, the psoas. So today we're going to not only strengthen this abdominal area, but we're also going to stretch out a little bit the front side. So just notice how you feel. Making circles here. Let's try and use the breath really. Yes, like breathing in when you come forwards, breathing out when you go back, opening up the chest when you come forwards and rounding the spine, chin to the chest when you go back. Just a couple of rounds to one side. And then let's go to the other side as well. So I'm sitting really more on the top of my chair, on the tip. Just make sure that you've got a chair that is not rolling away, that you really feel that it's sturdy, keeps you in one position. I've been doing this on this chair more often, so my chair is already getting a bit worn out. It's making sounds, but I don't think that you can hear it, which is maybe a good thing. Just a couple more rounds here. And just express coming into it. Making a bit bigger circles here. Coming back to the middle. And then we're going to come forwards. Keep your elbows bent. On an inhale, open up your chest. So I'm really arching the spine. If I would turn to the side, it would look like this. And on an exhale, you come forward and then straighten your arms, press back. This is the cow and cat done on the chair. Breathing in, opening up. Exhale, straightening those arms, push into your knees. Lean a little bit further back. You can pull your navel in, and you can even activate the pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, come forwards. And exhale, round the spine again. So make sure that you've got a good position. Keep on breathing. Keep on moving. Let's do it a couple more times. Exhale. Come back to a neutral position. And then you can bring your hands here just underneath your navel. So what I've learned from a teacher is to just imagine that you've got this little fire burning here in your lower abdomen. She always calls it a belly bonfire. And I really like that, and I'm never really about coming up with better ideas if somebody already came up with a good word for it. So let's use a belly bonfire and let's see whether we can spread that fire in the lower abdomen. So you're gonna breathe in and take those hands out. And you really try to relax your belly, your pelvic floor, your lower back. And on an exhale, you're going to bring those hands back together, and the top hand makes a fist, and you try to pull that energy up. And I'm really also contracting my pelvic floor muscles, my anus muscle, really breathing in. Relax your belly again, take those hands out, and exhale, slowly take your hand up. Inhale, relax again, and exhale. So we're just going to do this a couple of times, just to activate, to connect with that deeper belly breath that we have. And it's going to be really helpful for the rest of our practice, to set the tone for this core exercise. Last time, take your hands up. This time you're going to take your hands up. Inhale. And on an exhale, you're going to lean back a little bit. Take those hands or elbows back. You can tilt your pelvic slightly. You can pull everything up. Inhale, take your hands up. And exhale, lean back a little bit. Inhale, take your hands up. And exhale. So I'm really feeling my core here. Inhale, and on an exhale, leaning back a little bit more. Now let's come a little bit further forward. Arching the spine, opening up the chest. And exhale, sitting up straight, tilting the pelvic, pulling that energy up. Coming forward again, inhale. And exhale. So I'm really activating my core whilst doing this. And when I breathe out, I feel it in this whole area. Breathe in one more time. And this time we're going to brush it off to the right side. So we're going to make some sort of twists, looking over the right shoulder. Just follow your hands. Inhale, take your hands up. And exhale slowly. This is a very mild twist to start with. Breathe in. Do it a couple of times, and I'm going to build it up slowly. But if you feel that the next version of this is going to be too much for you, you just do the same thing as we're doing right now. Exhale. One more time to the other side. Exhale. So we're going to deepen this right now. Breathe in deep. You're going to bring your hands in front. Press those hands firmly together whilst twisting to the right side. So it's really about making this a firm pose, to press those hands together. On an inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper, but keep pressing those hands together. So you really activate it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale through the nose if you can. Inhale, come forward, take your hands up. Exhale, hands in front. Press your palms together, twist to the left side. Inhale, come back a little bit maybe to lengthen yourself, and exhale a little bit deeper. Try to keep sitting up straight, and every inhale you just give yourself a little bit of space to come slightly forward, and then exhale. Keep pressing those hands for one more breath here. Breathe in. All right. Just feeling building up that heat here. Come all the way forward. Breathe in. And exhale. Let's do a couple more of these active pulls here, where you bring your elbows back. You can make a sound like a breath of fire. All right, slowly come up with your hands, and then let's bend the left elbow. Hold on to the right, with the right hand to the left, and just a little bit of an in-between stretch for the upper body. Use your breath and just give yourself a little bit of time to feel this stretch all the way from the left armpit towards your left hip. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Left hand holds on to the right. So your right hand might be resting in between your shoulder blades or in your neck. You gently start leaning into the left side. Just keep pressing those feet on the floor. Just a couple more breaths here. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. All right, so just making a couple of circles with your shoulders from the front to the back, from the back to the front. and just sitting straight. You can drop your chin to your chest, making a circle by bringing the head up via one side and bringing it back down via the other side. And let's see whether we can connect our breath with our movement. Breathing in when you go up. Exhale when you go down. So even though we have a focus on the core, it doesn't mean that we can't do some extras to also create space in the neck, in the shoulders. So you might feel, let's go to the other side, that there's certain areas in your neck that feel a little bit tense. So if that's the case, you can also just keep your head in a certain angle and just breathe towards it. And when you feel, okay, that's good, maybe 1 or 2 breaths, and you continue your way. Last round here, breathing in and exhale. And the last movement here, just for the neck, is to bring the shoulders up, drop the head down. Maybe you can do it a little bit more. And drop your shoulders. Let's do it 2 more times. Breathe in. Exhale. Last time, breathe. All right. So let's come to a warrior pose by just twisting or moving towards the left. So we're going to work on the front right side. And some of you might just like to straighten the right leg and stay on the toes. But maybe you have a yoga practice and you can also drop that right heel in. Then you can maybe even come off the chair. So, or you stay on the chair and you press that right heel back. Maybe you want to come off the chair. On an inhale, take your hands up. And again, you bring your elbows back. Feel that breath. Breathe in and exhale. Let's make it a bit more intense by coming forwards. Inhale, take the hands up. Exhale. Breathe and exhale. Breathe in deep and exhale. One more time, breathe in deep. And on the next one, we're going to turn towards the front again, but you keep that back heel on the floor or you bring that heel off. But I'm going to keep that heel on the floor. And I think that's the most easy way to do it. You inhale, take your hands up. And on an exhale, you bring your hands back down and exhale, press them out into a warrior 2 pose. Inhale. You can even straighten your leg while bringing the hands together and up. And on an exhale, press those hands out. Inhale, straighten your legs. So my hands are disappearing outside of the screen. But you've got the idea, right? Let's do it 2 more times. So inhale, take those hands up. And on an exhale, bring them in front. And then exhale, press. All right. So let's come and sit on the chair again. And before we go to the other side, we'll just give ourselves a little bit of movement here. And you can come even further forward and just do it gently. If there's any sensation that you might have to be careful with, you can even slide your hands down to the floor. Or maybe just imagine that you've got a ball of energy in between your palms and just move it from the left to the right whilst breathing in and out. And you can keep holding onto your feet. Or maybe you want to bring your hands back. And if you can hold on to the chairs, to the paws of the chair, then just do that. Inhale, lengthen. And on an exhale, bend forward. So whether you have your hands onto your shins, you inhale, open up your chest. And on an exhale, bend forward again, relax your shoulders, your neck. Or whether you hold on to the legs of the chair, that's what I wanted to say. Breathe and inhale, lengthen. And exhale, maybe pull yourself a little bit further towards your legs. One more time, breathe in. Feeling that stretch here on the outside and inside of your legs. Slowly come back up and let's twist towards the other side. This time, I'm seated or sitting with my right buttocks on the chair. I'm trying to push that left leg or the left heel back. And I'll give myself a little bit of time here to feel that stretch here on the front side. And in a deeper way, it's stretching the psoas, but it's also stretching the quads, the quadriceps, muscles running on the front side of your upper leg. Now let's see whether we can do this. Or maybe you move your left leg a little bit further away and drop the heel in. And try to bring your hips squared with where you're looking at. So I'm trying to draw my right hip back a little bit, but keep the front knee bent. Inhale, take your hands up. And on an exhale, bring those elbows back. And you tilt your pelvic. You pull that energy up. Inhale, let's come forward a little bit. Make it a little bit more heavy. Exhale. Inhale, come forward and up. Exhale. Inhale, come forward and up. Exhale, let's do it 2 more times, guys. You're doing great. I know that. Exhale. Last time, breathe in. Exhale. So when we breathe in again and turn towards the front, but keep the legs the way they are. Exhale, hands in front of you. Keep exhaling whilst pressing the palms out. And my front knee that is bent, it wants to move to the inside, but try to actively press it out. Keep that leg straight. But on an inhale, you're gonna straighten both legs. Take your hands from the inside all the way up. Let them disappear out of the screen. And on an exhale, bring the hands together, press them out, look to the front. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring them back down. And when you reach the shoulder height, press out. Let's do it 2 more times. Breathe in. Exhale. So you can listen to the sound of your breath. It's really helpful. Breathe in. And exhale. Come back to the front. Now, or you sit on your chair, or you bring your hands into your hips, and you can just activate those upper leg muscles. Breathe in. And on an exhale, you push your buttocks back. I'm trying to bring my heels out a little bit more. And I can do it with my knees slightly bent, moving from one side to the other. As long as you keep your breath alive, it's very important. All right, maybe we can even place our hands on the floor and try to do just a bit more. So when you're sitting on the chair, just sit and move from the left to the right. You feel that stretch anyway. And if you want to do this standing, or maybe you bring your hips or your buttocks just a little bit off the chair. All right. So let's bring the legs a little bit in. You can place your right hand in front of the right foot. And on an inhale, take that left hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring that left hand down and in front of the left foot. Inhale, take that right hand up. You can look up to the ceiling, maybe draw the right shoulder back a little bit. Exhale, bring it down, keep exhaling. And prepare yourself for the left side again. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do it 1 more time on the right side. Inhale. Right hand goes up. And if you want, you can bring your hands behind you. On an inhale, sit up for a moment. And then on an exhale, bring your hands over your head. And I would demonstrate how it looks if you stand. You can just straighten your legs or micro bend your knees. Maybe move a little bit to create a bit more space in the upper body. If you're able to bring both palms together whilst doing this, might even be better. But just notice what's good for you. And then sit on the chair again. Whew, man, it's building up a lot of heat in the body. So let's do 1 more round of core work. You can lean back a little bit. And on an inhale, you bring a leg or 1 knee up. So And we do it on the inhale now, and then we'll switch to the exhale, just so you can feel the difference. All right, now inhale and exhale whilst taking the knee up. So keep leaning back. And can we do it also without touching the floor? So it's really short and more powerful. So you only have to breathe out through your nose. That's the only thing that you have to focus on. It's like cycling. We can't even create a cycling movement if you like that one. But keep your spine long and straight, your shoulders low. And let's see whether we can add something to it. Let's exhale, bring the right elbow to the left knee. Again, just the tiptoes touching the floor. 10 more times. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and the last one, we're just gonna kick and make a sound with this. It's gonna ha, 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 ha. All right, keep on going, keep on making that sound. Even if your friends, partner, whoever is looking at you, you just keep on ha, ha. And let's do it a little bit faster. Ha, 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 ha. Let's go for 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, all right. Super nice, guys. Just come and sit in your chair again. Place your hands onto your knees. And then find your breath again. Just slowly breathing in and out through the nose. Just notice the beating of your heart, the rising temperature of your body. But also notice a sense of satisfaction, relaxation. Listen to the sound of your breath whilst breathing in and out. Maybe set an intention for the rest of the day. That's something that is important to you, that you want to focus on. Just a little bit longer. I'm going to say goodbye to you, but if you want, you can stay here where you are and just stay with noticing whatever is coming up without having to do anything else with it. I wish you a very nice day. Namaste. See you next time.